YouTube. Ja, wir spielen jetzt mal ein bisschen Red Dead Redemption 2 weiter. Und zwar folgendes. Ich will euch gleich mal den Geisterzug zeigen. Beziehungsweise wo ihr ihn finden könnt. Nein. So, machen wir eben hier. Dann hier. Aufnahmegalerie. Durchsuchen. Da. Red Dead. Änderung speichern. Jawohl. So. So. Wollen wir mal den Geisterzug finden? Ghostzug. So, aktualisiere ich das jetzt nochmal. So. Red Dead. So. Jetzt geht's weiter. So. Ich muss mal gucken, ob ich dann auch die richtige Stelle finde. Bei den Geisterzug müsste ich schon sehen, wo der ist. Ja, jetzt leckt der Stream gerade. Ja. Irgendwie leckt das hier gerade. Hier wird schon wieder scharf geschossen. Schau mal lieber ab.
Hey, partner.
So. Irgendwie sieht das recht komisch aus, ne? Ich aktualisiere es jetzt nochmal eben hier. Okay. Mein Arthur habe ich auch erstmal eine schöne Glatze schneiden lassen. Glatze finde ich ihn besser. Hat so ein bisschen den Vin Diesel und sag schon, wie heißt er hier, Drain the Rock Style. Falls ihr den kennt, den Schauspieler.
Easy, whoa.
So, jetzt muss ich nur mal kurz. Genau, hier ist das Schild. Dieses Willkommensschild. Oder? Aber ich das jetzt gerade nicht gesehen. Aber irgendwo hier taucht nämlich der Geisterzug auf. Genau, hier ist das Schild. Und hier soll der Geisterzug vorbeifahren. Muss man erstmal warten, bis es Nacht wird. Wenn ich mal auf die andere Seite. Ich weiß natürlich nicht, um welche Uhrzeit der Zug jetzt hier vorbeikommt. Also das UFO werde ich natürlich auch noch finden.
We did nothing wrong. Whoever put you two together was planning long and hard to ruin my day.
Da kommt jetzt eine Kutsche vorbeigefahren, ja. Ist aber nicht der Zug. Ich dachte, das wäre der Zug. Wie gesagt, ich weiß halt nicht, wann der hier vorbeikommt, aber ich habe das gesehen, dass der hier vorbeifährt, der Geisterzug. Mal ja, warten, wann der hier vorbei gechippert kommt. So, warten auf den Geisterzug. Ich weiß nicht, ob der jetzt hier nachts um 12 vorbeifährt oder erst um 1, weiß ich nicht. Deswegen warte ich jetzt hier mal ein paar Minuten. Aber ich weiß, dass ich den heute schon auf YouTube gesehen habe. Hab mich da ein bisschen gespoilert sozusagen. Aber naja. So. Hier ist ja das Schild, ne? Und hier soll der vorbeikommen. Ich weiß halt jetzt nicht, um welche Uhrzeit. Aber warten wir einfach mal ein bisschen. Wir haben jetzt genau 0 Uhr im Spiel. Da kommt er. Also, ich habe ihn gerade gehört, aber ich weiß nicht, ob er jetzt hier vorbei fährt. Muss man immer ein paar Minuten hier warten. Ich stelle mal kurz die Helligkeit mal ein bisschen runter. Spiel. Nein. Spieler. Einstellung hier, da. Anzeige. Die Helligkeit mal ein bisschen runterschrauben. Hat das jetzt gemacht? Bestätigen. Damit es ein bisschen dunkler im Spiel ist. Herr Bären, beste Moin. Ja, ich muss den Namen leider ändern. Auf Wunsch von Herr Behrendt. So. Kann ich leider nicht garantieren, wann genau der Geisterzug hier vorbeikommt, aber der soll hier vorbeikommen, das war's. Ich habe den schon selber gesehen. Muss man halt ein bisschen warten, bis der hier vorbeikommt. Das hat was mit, ich weiß nicht, ob du den YouTuber kennst, das hat was mit diesen Allotrix zu tun, weißt du? Und da hat Bären halt gesagt, dass ich meinen Namen dann nochmal ändern soll. Aber Melo hört sich auch nicht schlecht an. So, jetzt warten wir mal, bis der Geisterzug hier vorbeigeschippert kommt. weiß halt nur nicht, um welche Uhrzeit er hier vorbeikommt. Jetzt haben wir es 2 Uhr nachts. Ich hoffe, der kommt jetzt hier gleich mal vorbei geschippert. Ist ja so wie mit dieser Geisterfrau in GTA, die auch nur zu einer bestimmten Uhrzeit erscheint. Weil ich weiß, dass ich den selber heute schon gesehen habe auf YouTube, den Zug. Ich weiß nicht, ob ich das in der Kampagne ein bisschen voranspielen muss. Aber sonst wäre es ja jetzt blöd, wenn ich hier schreibe, Zug und dann kommt nichts. Ist da so ein Easter Egg? Aber so wie es aussieht, scheint er wohl nicht zu kommen. Weil jetzt wird es ja schon wieder Tag. Ich gucke noch mal eben. Ich wollte gerade sagen, wir haben uns mitten in der Nacht und dann wird es auf einmal hell. Ne? So, Bibliothek. Posteingang. Weil ich weiß, dass ich den Geisterzug gesehen habe. Genau hier. Also bei mir scheint er wohl nicht zu kommen. Ich kann ja noch mal ein bisschen vorlaufen, weil genau an dem Schild hier soll er, wenn nicht vorbeikommen.
No?
Ich weiß nicht, ob ich das in der Kampagne ein bisschen voranspielen muss.
Ja.
Wenn der soll hier vorbeikommen, der Geisterzug. Ich schreibe mal ein bisschen entgegen.
There we go.
Er kann natürlich auch tagsüber vorbeikommen. Ich weiß es halt nicht. Ich weiß nur, dass er genau hier an dieser Bahnstrecke vorbeikommt. Genau wenn man hier an dem Schild steht.
Easy, easy.
Ist ja jetzt ein bisschen peinlich, ne, wenn der Zug nicht kommt und ich hab erst einen Titel stehen.
Hi there. I'm of a mind to put a bullet in that
Komisch.
tumbleweed bastard.
Genau, steht genau am richtigen Schild. So, also bei mir kommt er jedenfalls nicht. Guck mir das Video nochmal an. Moin Pain. Also er stand da auch genau hier oben auf dem Hügel.
Okay there.
Hier sollte er vorbeikommen. kann ja noch mal wegreiten, aber der soll genau an der Stelle hier vorbeikommen. Halt noch mal ein bisschen weg. Ja, jetzt haben wir es eh schon wieder 5 Uhr morgens. Ich glaube, jetzt kommt er eh nicht mehr vorbei.
Easy now. Morning, partner.
Aber es gibt auch ein UFO in Red Dead Redemption 2, das will ich auch noch finden. Also ich habe das jedenfalls bei Mafio gesehen, dass der da vorbeikommt, der Zug, aber bei mir kommt er irgendwie nicht vorbei. Vielleicht muss man auch erst in der Story ein bisschen vorankommen, damit der hier vorbeifährt. Aber nun gut. Bei mir ist er jedenfalls jetzt nicht vorbeigekommen. Dann genau, hier, ich zeige euch mal die Stelle. Genau hier an der Stelle soll er halt vorbeifahren, der Zug. So, ich denke mal, dass wir dann eine Quest machen hier. Weil sonst wird es langweilig, da nur den ganzen Tag da rumzustehen. Vielleicht komme ich später noch mal vorbei, vielleicht fährt er dann hier vorbei. Mal gucken. Schade, ich hätte den Geisterzug so gerne gesehen, ne? Habe ich da gerade einen Eber umgerannt? Wildschwein.
Easy.
Schade, schade. Ich hätte den Zug zu gerne gesehen, ne? Aber naja. Aber ich hoffe, euch geht soweit allen gut.
Things all right?
So.
That's good.
Es gibt auch noch legendäre Tiere, die werde ich natürlich dann auch noch jagen.
How you doing, old friend? Fine. It's funny, us ending up down here. My daddy died in a field in Pennsylvania, fighting this lot. I ever tell you that? Many times. I see I'm boring you, Arthur. Worrying me. We lost men back there. We have lofty goals, Arthur. We're trying to reform society to a kinder, truer, better way. Now, of course, there's gonna be casualties.
We're thieves in a world that don't want us no more.
We are dreamers in an ever duller world of facts. Now, I'll give you that, but come on. We got the day.
Folge Dutch.
It's nice out. Old Hosea says that there's a creek around here.
Also mir geht das schon ein bisschen auf den Sack, dass er hier das Sagen hat in dieser Dutch, ey. Schließlich sind wir der Hauptcharakter und nicht er. Eigentlich müssten wir ja das Sagen haben. Aber nun gut.
Hey, old girl, come on down here. Why don't you show us this creek you've been pissing in? Hey, you don't look too rosy, old friend. I thought this warmer weather would...
My days are looking good along over Dutch.
Always dream crushing and bubble bursting, you.
Steig auf dein Pferd.
Let's go fishing.
All right, gentlemen, let me show you how it's done.
Folge Jose.
Look out!
Look out.
Yep.
Why don't we just fish here? There's a whole lake of them.
Because I need to get out for a bit. Me and the old guard. Before any of them back there, oh, there was us.
The curious couple and their unruly son.
It feels good here. You did well finding that spot, Arthur.
More Charles than me.
It's like I can breathe again, thick and soupy as this air is. Might even do your whistling pipes some good, Hosea.
I was once in this country with Bessie. Ah, feels like a lifetime ago.
It was a lifetime ago. But what a life we have lived, how well we have fought, especially both of you.
I hope so.
But now, when things are desperate, we have to stick with the plan. Make enough money, then find somewhere where nobody will find us. Where we don't have to hide.
Like where?
I got some ideas hatching, but I need you with me, not against me. Both of you.
Of course.
Still, we do need money. So keep a low profile, especially in the local town. After Valentine, I want everyone on best behavior here. No trouble. But start turning over the soil and the rocks. See what turns up.
Dutch, we've got to be discreet.
Imagine what a slew of rich simpletons there must be down here. Oh, this is perfect for you, Hosea. You'll be able to play them like a fiddle.
Nothing would give me greater pleasure, but
No buts. Not today. We fish and we enjoy the day. Looks like law up ahead. Play it cool.
Whoa!
Easy.
Aber wie gesagt, ihr könnt ja dann selber gucken. Für euch, wenn ihr das habt.
Hello, gentlemen.
Well, look what the cat
Well, look who it is.
I seem to have gotten myself in a spot of bother.
Quiet back there.
Let's see if we can't sort this out. How are you, boys?
Fine.
This is quite some country you have here.
We like it well enough.
Hoagie McIntosh, at your service.
Lee Gray. This is my deputy Archibald McGregor.
It's good to meet you.
You a Scot?
Partly. The best part.
Of course.
Now, tell me, sir, what did the silly, fancy fop back there do? Nothing too terrible, I trust.
He was accused of running a gold mining investment scam.
Oh, no. I'm sure he wasn't. He is a magician. I know him. He's a fool. But he is not a bad fellow. Now, can we just...
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Shit! The Anderson boys! I can't have more scandal!
Well, allow us to help, my friend. Arthur,
Chase wanted man.
and take Archibald with you.
Just what I signed up for. Come on, big guy.
Perhaps we can discuss the foolish magician.
Stay with the train. Don't let them get away. Hey, stop that. Keep your guns holstered. We need them Anderson boys alive. What is that all about? Come on, hurry.
Muss ihn zuverfolgen, oder
Come
was?
on, we're losing them.
Will you relax? We're not losing them.
What the hell are you doing? Faster, come on. What's your name, sir?
Arthur Callahan.
Faster, Mr. Callahan, please. My neck is on the line here.
Looks like the son of a bitch is gonna make it. You sure I can't just shoot him?
No, did I not say that?
You've said plenty.
Go on, deputy.
slowing down to go through the station. Now's our chance. What do you think you're doing? See if you can get alongside the train. Hey, cut that out. Come on, you must be able to get next to it. See the flat carriage? Head for that. Get us as close as you can. You think you can jump on there?
Me? Why me?
Because you ride like my grandmother.
You are something else.
Stick to the side of the train. Watch out, he's throwing bottles at us. Faster. Closer. Get us alongside it.
Ja, wenn das dumme Pferd nicht schneller reitet, Alter.
Come on, get to the side of that train.
Ja, reite doch mal, mein Gott. Ja.
Jump now. Hurry, get alongside it.
Mann, was ist denn das denn jetzt hier?
Come on, jump.
Ja, das ist doch so behindert, die Logik. So behindert, Alter. Ey. Bleib neben den Zug, bleib schreit neben den Zug, spring auf den Zug. Ja, was für eine dumme Kacke ist das denn hier, ey?
Me? Why me?
Because you ride like my grandmother.
Rockstar zu blöden Spiel zu programmieren oder was, ey?
Watch out, he's throwing bottles at us. Jump on that train.
You cop bastards! I didn't do nothing! Law, filth! Get the hell off!
Go on, don't lose him.
Running ain't gonna help! Stop!
Come on. You stop them, I'll stop the train.
Bastard!
Damn bastard. Get the hell away from me.
Ja, ey, das ist doch, was ist denn das für eine Fotzenscheiße hier, mein Gott. Ey. Wie blockt man denn hier in diesem Drecksspiel, Alter?
You hold it right there!
Einfach niederballern, Alter. Fertig, hat sich.
Run, don't let them get away.
Come on, shitbag!
Ja, jetzt will mich der Strohballen aufhalten, oder was?
Stay on them.
Bastard!
Damn bastard. Get the hell away from me.
Is that it?
Ja, wie blockt man denn in dem Spiel hier, Alter?
Go on, don't lose him.
Mein Gott, ey.
You're only making it worse. Excuse me, coming through. I'm coming for you next.
I'm gonna ride ahead and stop the train.
It's just us then, lawman. Come here.
We need to bother.
Let me go.
Can't do that.
This all
Try
you
at
got?
least.
Just don't kill him.
Sadly so.
I'll ride out here if you need.
Need some gin? Come on.
Captain, as it might be.
Ja, wie blockt man denn hier? Wie soll... Ey, das ist... Ich verstehe das hier nicht, Alter. Alter, wie blockt man denn in diesem verkackten Dreckspiel, Alter? Einstellung. Ja, wow. Hier kann man ja richtig viel erkennen, Alter. So. Ja, wo kann man denn jetzt sehen, wo man hier blocken kann, Alter? Wo sieht man das denn jetzt hier? Nirgendwo, ey. Gott, ey, was für ein dreckiges Spiel, Alter. Mensch, jetzt schluck doch die Scheiße hier, mein Gott, ey.
I'm gonna ride ahead and stop the train.
It's just us then, lawman. Come here.
We need to bother.
Let me go.
Can't do that.
Need some gin? Come on.
You sure?
Sadly, watch yourself. He's as dirty as they come. Do it. I'm right out here if you need me. Hello? Is everything all right there?
Well, I don't think he's dead. I think I won the fight. Just about.
Bring him out here.
Deputy?
Sounded like quite a commotion. Is that him?
Vor allem, warum soll ich die Drecksarbeit machen? Er ist doch der Sheriff und nicht ich. Warum muss ich diesen Pisser jetzt einfangen, Alter? Ey?
A fine job, well done. And a pat
Was
on
ist
the
denn das
back
für eine
for
dumme
me for
Logik von
stopping the
Rockstar
train.
Games wieder, Alter? Echt, ey.
There you go. You are a natural. All right, let's take him in. Follow me.
What about the others?
Oh, we'll round them up. Anders back there is the brains of the operation, and that's really saying something.
You're the boss.
That was mighty impressive, sir. I have to admit. I'd hazard a guess you've served the law yourself at some point.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that.
Are you familiar with the area here?
No, not really.
On your right here, these tobacco fields? This is part of Caliga Hall, big estate belonging to the Gray family.
Looks bone dry.
Yes, we are in dire need of some rain round here, let me tell you. The Grays have lived in Caliga Hall for generations. Fine people. My family's been working for them for years. Sheriff Gray's the one I know best, of course, but they own half the businesses in town.
Which town?
Rhodes, sir. You don't know it? Where we're headed right now. Ain't what it was before the war, but it has its charms. I'm sure you already know of the Braithwaites.
Like I said, just got down here.
Another big family in these parts. They have an estate west of here. Awful people, truly awful. They've been fighting with the Grays for as long as I can remember.
Sounds like quite the place you got here.
So, jetzt endlich mal fertig mit euren dummen Gelaber. Das nervt auf
We're gonna
Dauer.
bear left here. Here we are. Welcome to Rhodes. Up there on your left is the Rhodes Parlor House. Very reputable saloon owned by the Gray family. We also have a general store, gunsmith, post office, train station, of course. Oh, good. They're back. And that's your friend, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna stop just ahead on the right, outside the sheriff's office. Can you grab Anders off your horse and carry him in for me? Bring him in so we can show Sheriff Gray.
Hey, fellas.
Mr. Gray! We got him. Very good.
I told you Arthur would deliver. Man has a passion for justice.
That's wonderful.
So, about my friend here?
Your idiot friend is free to go. But no more trouble from you, partner.
I promise you, this was all just a big misunderstanding. However, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I'll pretend to appreciate that. Mr. McIntosh, it has been a real pleasure. The mostly good citizens of Rhodes, we welcome you.
Well, we're just honored to be here.
And make your friend behave. We got enough trouble from some of the residents, old-timers who've gone sadly to seed and lost their dignity.
How terrible. Come along now. I will keep this fellow on the straight and narrow.
Come back and see us sometime soon. Excuse me, gentlemen. Bo, these better be ugly rumors. Is it true you were seen talking to that wretched Penelope Braithwaite?
I can't thank you enough.
Where have you been?
Around,
And where you staying?
I'm renting a caravan on the edge of town behind the church. It's horrible, but no one comes looking. The whole town is trapped in this interminable feud between the two families. His lot, Gray's, and Braithwaite's.
Interesting.
Two old plantation houses, and falling out over rebel gold, and marrying cousins or not marrying.
Arthur, Jose, you start poking around. See what you can find out about that.
I have missed you, boys. I've heard about bounty.
There's been a price on my head for 13 years. It'll take a month to find us down here, and it seems like we can have a little sport.
Well, they're good bounties.
Where you hear this?
Some fellas I met at a camp near the state line said there was talk of it in bars in the north and west for 500 miles. There was talk of super agents of some sort.
Super agents. I'd love to meet one. It's just talk.
I'm sure it is, but I could not tell you.
Stay out of trouble.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Alter, Arthur, was ist los, Alter? Muss wieder Haare schneiden, ne?
Okay, so these two plantation families. Arthur, you start sniffing around the Gray's place, see what the story is there.
Yeah, I passed by it earlier with our friend, Archibald.
Good. Hosea, you see what you can find out about these Braithwaites.
All right. Thank you, Arthur.
Quite a fishing trip.
There's still time. I'm up for it.
How about you, Arthur? Or have you had enough of the chase for one day?
Sure, why not?
Great. Hosea, why don't you lead us to that spot you were talking about? Kinda like this place.
Okay. Let's see if we can avoid any more excitement. All right, gentlemen, follow me. Oh. Hey, we got a problem with that horse?
I'm moving up.
Okay, go. So how far is this creek?
It's a bit of a ride still, and it's not a creek. It's the same lake we camped on, just a different part. It'll be worth it. I saw some big drum and sturgeon there. Should be rock bass, bluegills, perch, pickerel, too. It's a good spot.
We'll see if you're as good at catching fish as you are at catching criminals, Arthur.
Trelawney owes me for that.
Trelawney owes everyone for something, but his information is good.
Plus, we are now ingratiated with the local law. I'd say it was a worthwhile diversion all around.
Hosea? Timbuktu?
Not too much farther. Anyway, you two never told me properly about that business with Cornwall in Valentine. What happened there? Apart from scaring the living daylights out of Mr. Strauss.
That was about the only upside. John and I didn't even have time to get paid for the sheep we rustled.
It is safe to say Mr. Cornwall isn't a man to let bygones be bygones.
Ambushed us in the saloon. He came with a lot of guards and what seemed like just about every lawman in the county.
We've had closer shaves, but not that many.
And if Cornwall found us, the Pinkertons couldn't have been far behind.
They found me when I was fishing with Jack, remember?
This is the spot. Down to the left there. Go. I saw some boats around last time. Be good to get to deeper water. Yes, over there on the shore.
Behind you.
Go! Whoa!
I'm sure nobody would mind if we borrowed one of these. Come on. There!
Bäh. Gehen wir eine Runde fischen. Ich hoffe nicht der Krokodil, Alter. Und du?
All right. This looks like a fine vessel.
Okay.
Okay.
Come on, Arthur. Let's get her in the water.
I got a good feeling about fishing here. It's supposed to be some incredible sturgeon.
Okay, here we go.
Hey ho, hey
Let me
ho.
row. You boys are too old for real labor no more.
You're too dumb for anything else.
You're still too quick for me, old man.
I enjoy picking on children. Now take us to the deeper water and pray for good luck and stupid fish.
But what about stupid luck? Good fish.
That'll do, too. Head towards the middle of the lake. I think here's good.
All right. Good luck, gentlemen. Come on, Arthur. Don't be nervous.
Should really come here at dawn or dusk. That's when you catch the best fish. We should use a lake lure. That'll give us a much better chance of hooking something big like a sturgeon.
What's wrong with a good old worm?
Oh, worms are good for tiddlers like bluegill and rock bass, but you'd have to be real lucky to catch a sturgeon with one.
Lures it is, then. You heard the expert, Arthur. Let's bait up.
Keep the lure moving slowly on the water so it looks like a little fish just asking to be eaten. Got a nibble there, Arthur? Looks like you got a bite, Arthur.
Just gotta reel him in now, Arthur.
Hey, look at this beauty.
There you go.
Well done, Arthur.
They can grow a lot bigger than that. Fella told me he once saw a monster lake sturgeon near the mouth of the river, just southwest of Saint Denis. 50-pounder, he reckoned.
I would like to see that. Hey, Hosea. You remember that time we sent Arthur out
Wir
fishing?
angeln, wir
He came
angeln.
back with 3 beautiful bass.
Not this again.
I don't think I do.
Oh, yeah. You do. He was maybe 20. 21. Walked in all full of himself. We had a big feast. Toasted him all night.
This was 15 years ago.
Oh, I remember now.
Then, the next week, Arthur and I are at the market, and Fishmonger calls out, So how did you enjoy those bass?
Look, you can fish, or you can go drinking all day, rob someone, and buy some fish.
I used to go fishing with this feller back in the day. Wesley, his name was. Real miserable bastard, but he loved to fish. We go out all the time. But one day, we were river fishing when we see a funeral procession going over the bridge, and out of the blue, Wesley stands up, takes off his hat, bows his head. Then he sits down, picks his rod back up, and carries on. Doesn't say a word. So I'm a little surprised and say, Wesley, that was nice of you. And he replies, well, felt I had to. After all, I was married to her for 30 years.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, dear God. I might swim to shore.
Remember those big salmon I caught in Montana last year?
Jetzt
We had a
angeln wir
banquet
hier
planned that night until Copper went and scoffed a lot.
You never had control of that dog.
He had some spirit, though. Never lost the puppy in him. Not to the end.
You know, I remember us saying how Blackwater was the furthest east we'd ever been. As a group, I mean.
Feels like the more we try to head west, the further east we end up.
We had all those safe spots picked out to lie low in New Austin after the ferry job.
I liked it there. Still open and wild, the way it should be. Somehow the desert makes you feel closer to the sky.
No point us trying to get back that way anytime soon. Pinkertons had patrols out all over tall trees and Great Plains. We saw when we went back for Sean.
Well, look at us now, huh? It could be worse. Plans change. That's just how life goes. Nice, you hooked him.
Well done.
Did I ever tell you my mother's buried in Blackwater?
Really? She is?
Apparently so. I only found out from an uncle of mine years later. Last I knew, she was still outside Philadelphia. I left home at 15 and didn't see her again. She and I didn't always see eye to eye. I wasn't always a very obedient child.
I can only imagine.
Still, I loved her in my own way, and she me in hers. Somehow, even from the grave, she managed to have the last laugh.
Now, reel him in, Arthur. Ah, I should have had that one. That feels like a bite. There we go. Nicely done, Arthur. Keeping that one, eh?
Hey, I reckon we call it a day, fellas.
Already?
You ain't been chasing down outlaws.
All right. Think we got a decent haul here. Pearson will be happy. Should we head back?
We could keep the boat not too far back to camp from here.
Good idea. Could be useful.
What about the horses?
Well, they'll find their way back.
Just follow the shore south, Arthur.
That was fun. Thank you, boys. Now, Hosea,
Yes.
how about a song?
Okay. All right, I got one for you. I asked that gal to get
Warum soll ich eigentlich rudern, Alter, oder paddeln? Die können auch paddeln, Alter.
That's that says wait till the taters is done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. Threw her on the floor and I knocked off some. I wish to God I'd have passed her by. I wish to God I'd have passed her by. Taters got burnt and so did I.
That was pretty good. But you know, what song we should be singing?
What?
Well, look at us. 3 mariners.
Ah, of course.
Well, we three poor mariners, newly come from the seas. We spend our lives in jeopardy while others live at ease. Shall we go dance this round, round, round? Shall we go dance this round, round, round? Hey, there is a bully boy, come pledge me on this round, 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 round. We care not for the martial men that do our state's disdain, but we care for the merchantmen that do our state's maintain. To them we dance this round, round, round. To them we dance this round, round, round. And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this round, 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 round.
Wo muss ich denn da hin, verdammt, ey?
Round, round, round. Oh, bravo!
Bravo! Well, you know, we should not let the folks back in. We had too much fun.
Indeed not.
All right. I think we are gonna be okay. I know. I always know. Whenever I got you two by my side, things are gonna be just fine. This place will be good for us. For now, anyway.
I hope so.
Well, I am going to take in the view.
I'll give these fish to Pearson.
Arthur, how you been? I've been real worried.
What do you want?
Don't be like that. Just a few bucks, and I'm short.
Get lost.
Well, I'll go try someone with a heart.
You do that.
Schwör ab, hat er gesagt.
Herr Morgan.
Mr. Pearson! Mr. Pearson, look what I've got. Fish!
Mr. Matthews. Mr. Matthews. You should be a sailor.
No, thank you. I like to eat fish, not swim.
You know, one time, just off the horn, a giant whale stalked us for months.
The same thing happened to me just south of there.
We felt like a 6-year-old. Go ahead, they says. Shoot us. So I did.
Bang, bang, bang! I'm not fooled.
The bastards that spotted me at
So, wo ist denn das nochmal hier? Das,
First come, first served here.
And crying.
da kann man sich, glaube ich, rasieren.
Took me and got him some food.
Warte, ich kann hier keine Glatze schneiden? Nein, was ist denn das für ein Kack?
Herr Strauss.
How are you enjoying
Mr.
yourself
Strauss.
here?
Well enough, I guess.
And you?
Well, it turns out the pursuit of freedom is not a cheap business. Not for us, and not for some of the locals.
Sharking already.
I prefer to call it banking.
You ain't the one handing out the beatings.
No, but I am the one feeding the women and children in the camp. What choice do we have, Mr. Morgan?
I don't know. Well, come on, then. Tell me who.
Here's the list. Refinery worker turned hunter by the name of Vinton Holmes. You'll find him up in the hills north of Strawberry. Ah, an apprentice undertaker. This one working in Rose. His name was Gwen Hughes.
And how many of them do you think will be able to pay?
With enough encouragement, both of them.
Was hat er eben gesagt? Undertaker? Undertaker. Dings hat er leider den Universal Champion wieder gewonnen. Brock Lesnar, so eine Scheiße. Ich hätte Braun Strowman gegönnt, aber nun gut. So. Aber Roman Reigns wird sich den schon wiederholen, wenn er wieder da ist. Wenn er von seiner Leukämie erholt ist, von seiner Krankheit. So, was soll ich denn jetzt hier als nächstes machen? Ich gucke mal Karte. Angel. Waffen verboten, alles klar. Gehen wir erstmal Angeln. Das, was wir eben auch schon getan haben. Angeln, angeln, angeln.
You okay with this spot for now, Mr. McGuire?
Ah, sure. I like to keep moving, I do. Give me blood.
What are you doing?
Going fishing. The rivers around here, famous for the smallmouth bass. Fella I met showed me a couple spots. You want to join me?
I can't fish with you. You're far too good.
Oh, come on, come on. Hey, join me. I'll show you a couple of my tricks. There's a spot not too far from here that I've been wanting to try out.
Glad you're so excited about this.
You will be too when you
Ich
start
dachte, wir
pulling
sollen
out
angeln gehen
smallmouth.
und dann reiten wir jetzt auf den Pferden, oder was?
Come on. The fish should be hungry for their dinner.
I thought you said it wasn't far.
Too far to walk, though. Yeah, come on.
Pferden, erstmal. Nee. Ich wollte den Hut abnehmen. Jetzt.
Ha!
Been a while since we rode
Man das
out
immer
just you
gedrückt
and
halten
me.
muss, das ist echt
Probably
nervig.
since we went looking for John on the mountain.
Geht gleich weiter.
Ich bin schon fast da, weil ich anders als du Abkürzungen nehmen kann. Schlecht.
So, jetzt geht's weiter.
Already seems long ago. How you feeling about everything? Been a strange couple of months.
Hey, you know, I can't even return to my country because the price on my head is so big.
Ja, muss doch mal hingucken, wo du hinreitest, Alter. Mein Gott,
This
ey.
is nothing exactly new to me.
Reitet wie
I
so ein
don't always be
Vollhorst hier
loyal
durch
to
die Gegend.
Dutch. He sees the world the same as I do. If we have to fight, we'll fight. If we have to run, we'll run. If we must die, we'll die, but we'll stay free.
And Dutch, you don't feel like
Warte, ich guck mir mal schnell an. Was hat denn YouTube jetzt? Ah, so. Du hast Eigenwerbung gemacht. Ja, das wird bei mir mal ausgeblendet. Habe ich ausgeschalten. Tut mir leid. Eigenwerbung wird immer bei mir instant gesperrt.
Don, 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 don. So, wie lange sind wir denn jetzt schon drauf? 62 Minuten, alles klar. Ach, interessiert mich nicht, was der hat. Mit Skins oder so interessiert mich wurscht, Alter.
He's doing things a little differently now. You saw what happened with that girl on the ferry.
No fight, good or bad, is won without blood. I know that better than most. I think too many people are focusing on Dutch when they should be looking at themselves. What they could have done better.
Maybe you're right.
We'll cut through to the right here. Adelante. The other day, I rode down to the Lanahatchee River. I caught some beautiful steelhead trout.
You mean the Lanahassee River?
No. The Lanahatchee. It runs right near here.
Yeah, but it's pronounced Lanahassee.
Why is everything in English said differently than it's written? Make us feel stupid?
Oh, you're asking the wrong feller.
Okay, it's just down the hill here. Hold. Hey, why are you getting off? Okay, come on. Let's go try our luck. Pretty country.
Was denn? Hier sollen wir angeln? In den
Come on, let's
Teich?
go see what's biting.
In diesem Gammelteich sollen wir angeln? Alter, da sind doch keine Fische drin.
You take this spot, Arthur. I'm going to cast from over to the right there, so we're not in each other's way. Time of day really can make a difference. They feed early morning or late evening because that's when the insects are more likely to be out. We're lucky we got such nice weather, but rain can be good. Sometimes big fish think the raindrops are insects.
Ja moin, was ist jetzt?
Well, I guess it's still relaxing even if I don't catch anything. Sort of like staring at the sky.
It's your bait, I think. Come use some of mine.
Oh, it's not the bait. It's me. I've always been a poor fisherman, especially compared with you and Hosea.
Just try some of mine. Here. Crickets.
Thanks.
Vielleicht ein bisschen zu dunkel eingestellt, oder?
He's a fighter. Trick is, let him tire himself out. Look at that. That's a good-looking fish.
Well done.
Okay, let's try for another. I was thinking, you remember that stagecoach we held up in Nevada?
Yeah. It was a tip from that crooked lawman in Reno.
We open the door and it's full of women and children. Rich, but women and children. So we let it go and read in the newspaper that the O'Driscolls robbed and killed them all the next day further down the trail.
Yep. You know, way back in the day, Tom O'Driscoll and Dutch were sort of friends.
Friends.
Well, not friends, but they had an understanding. Then Combs' mean streak got meaner, and Dutch wanted to try to live a different way.
And now, here we are.
Also irgendwie fische ich hier gerade gar nichts.
Told you it wasn't that hard. Yeah. Well, maybe next time. Another one. This is an angry one. I heard people talk about a huge smallmouth in Lake Owanjila, west of Strawberry, over in Big Valley. You need a lure to catch one that big, though. You got one! He's a fighter. Another one. Come on. Look at that. That's a good-looking fish.
Well done.
He's small, but might make a nice meal.
Oh, keeping you.
Getting close to nightfall. Fish will stop feeding soon. Let's catch a couple more and then head back. My bag is getting full. This is an angry one. Look at that. That's a good-looking fish.
Well done.
Ja, wie lange sollen wir denn hier noch fischen, Alter? Warte mal, ich stelle nochmal die Helligkeit mal ein bisschen höher. Das ist mir ein bisschen zu dunkel da drin, ne? So. Hey, Anna.
Don't rush it, Arthur. Another one. Yeah. Well, maybe next time.
Letzter Fisch abgehauen, ne? Weiß ich nicht, ob er heute streamt. Wenn er ist wahrscheinlich richtig spät, weil er wieder arbeiten muss.
Come on. Look at that. That's a good-looking fish.
Well done.
Make sure he's tired before you reel in. He's small, but might make a nice meal.
Glaub schon, ja. Ansonsten einfach mal einen Discord anfragen. Da weiß bestimmt jemand was Besseres oder mehr von als ich. Ah, ich muss ja erst einen Köder da machen. Ja, wie geht denn jetzt hier Dings aus? Was schreit denn da immer so? Na mal, der Fisch ist abgehauen.
Another one. This is an angry one. Look at that. That's a good looking fish.
Well
Okay.
done.
Jo, gute Nacht, Anna. Danke, dass du reingeschaut hast. Oh, wie viele Fische soll ich denn hier noch fischen, Alter? Na mal. Das stimmt.
Another one. Come on. Look at that. That's a good looking fish.
Well done.
Na, bei mir will so keiner richtig anbeißen. Trotzdem.
He's small, but might make a nice meal. Look at that. That's a good looking fish.
Well done.
Another one. Pull to the left as he goes right. Another one. This is an angry one. Look at that. That's a good looking fish.
Well done.
Good job, Oakley.
Komm her, Fischi, Fischi.
Lucky.
Ja, leider kein Platz mehr.
Not bad, you see? It's the bait.
It ain't just the bait.
I'm gonna head back. You wanna join me, or you keep trying for these bastards?
I'll come.
Okay, let's go.
You must be nervous, being this close to the water.
So.
It's okay, girl.
Oh, hey, Arthur.
Erstmal den ganzen Fischspenden hier. Da kam Platz mehr im Inventar. Spenden.
Hopefully, this will help a bit. Can't wait to taste this. Sure, might as well make some money off it.
So.
Many thanks, Mr. Morgan.
Minuten sind wir jetzt drauf. Ja. Ich werde dann jetzt hier auch erstmal den Stream beenden und dann geht es hier morgen an der Stelle weiter. Ich hoffe, ihr seid wieder mit dabei und ich wünsche euch auf jeden Fall noch einen guten guten Abend, sag ich schon. Eine gute Nacht und dann sehen wir uns dann morgen wieder in aller Frische. Ne? Bis dahin, ciao, haut rein und dann geht's morgen weiter. Ciao.